Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Beach FM, great to welcome back from the beautiful village that is Paikakariki, and I imagine other esoteric planes as well on occasions. Ralph McAlister, good morning and welcome to you.
Oh, hi, and it's good to talk to you once again, John.
I believe you have some Sally for us today.
Well, I've got Sally Rooney, whose novel Normal People everybody else has read except me, so I apologise for not keeping up with these sort of reputations of new young authors. But this apparently is, I mean, I finished it this morning because I thought you might like me to finish a book I reviewed, and so I was really intrigued about the fuss that this novel has created. It's a coming-of-age novel. It's a young person's novel about two Irish people who teach at a college in Ireland, and then they live the next 7 or 8 years of the novel in time jumps, loving each other, jumping in and out of bed with each other, going away from each other and then coming back. And it's a story of young love, and it's very, very well written, but it's also I don't want to hurt people, but it's almost like sometimes watching paint dry. It's just so, you know, you get your sex and then you get your doubts and they go apart and then they come back. And I kept thinking, I think I've read this book. I think it's something to do with age, let's put it that way. I think it will appeal to many people of a younger age group, and it will also appeal to people who haven't quite got it right with their own relationships through the years. But finally, I just feel a bit like an outsider on this, an outlier, if you like, because it's been given the most glowing reviews over the last year from English writers and American writers. And I just kept thinking, get on with it. If you don't want to stay together, get somebody else. And they do try this, but at the same time, I just got impatient with them. Now, is this because I'm senile or getting on or whatever? I don't know. I'm not worried about my reaction. I'm just worried about most people just seem to think it's a really important book. And I'm sorry, it may have sold 1 million copies, and it may be Connell and Marianne are going to be the great small town heroes of the next 20 years. But it just struck me as finally a bit like the paint drying. And the other thing is, which may be of interest to people who don't ever listen to Ralph, is the fact that it's just been made into a 6-part half-hour series. Wow. And it's been very well. It's not. I don't think it's here yet. I think it's coming out sometime on TV on demand or something. And I recommend to you, some people might want to watch it, but I will also tell you in confidence that I have no intention of watching it. So there you go.
You seem to be implying it's a rather unremarkable story. In other words, it rings true, but the sort of thing that maybe many people have experienced, and therefore it's unremarkable. You're waiting for the something special to turn up.
I think I would sum it up something like as a sort of heartfelt soap opera for teenagers, and I'm not in that group, so I apologize in advance to all my young friends who may or may. I'm just trying to think who I'll let have the book, and I'll also give it to them and say, please don't give it back to me.
Well, fair enough too. There it is. You can't win them all, as they say. It's more than okay. It's lovely to meet and greet you once again, and we look forward to next time. So we do. Ralph McAlister, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
You're welcome, John.
106.3 Beach FM.